Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Let's Play Death Stranding. I hope you're all having a wonderful day as we continue on with this wonderful title. And we have a few emails to read before we begin, but let's take a shower. And through the power of technology, we can hit skip. Perfect! We got 2 shower boys. And we should be stocked up on PP, so let's go ahead and get some of that too.
EX grenade number 1.
9 grenades, there you go. We've been storing a while.
Another of our new EX grenades, the number 1. So named because it contains a vaporized extract formulated from your urine. Compared to our first iteration, this EX grenade contains a higher concentration of your fluids, which should make it more effective against BTs. Whenever you avail yourself of your private room's facilities, we will collect the results and produce additional units for your use. So you needn't worry about, running out.
Winky face. Let's check the sync, see how we're holding up. We're looking pretty good. Level 52 Porter already. Soaring through the ranks, and even BB likes us. We'll do one last checkup on our BB. Always good to build a good rapport in here. Boom. Adorable as always. And of course, what else can you do other than chug a bunch of delicious Monster energy drinks? Thank goodness you can just press circle now. It really was pretty shitty when you had to hit start and skip every time you did stuff like that. I still haven't looked into any mods, but I think it'd be pretty cool to see some stuff. We got a new song in our music player. Of course, it's just a very small amount of the music that's actually available in the game. I think you can get the entire soundtrack, or at least the actual licensed music anyway. You can get the entire licensed record holders on here. Ludens is a pretty good one. Pop Virus is awesome. Really all these. I like Ghost a lot. Ghost is very good. Anything from Low Roar is just obviously great. You know what? Trigger's good too. I like Trigger. Alright, anyway. Let's look at our data. We got some tips that we don't need, so we're just gonna skip through these. I wonder if anyone actually like pauses the video to try and read any of this stuff. Like, I need to know about using items. Alright, interviews. We got 2 new interviews from Heartman. Man, he's just stacking us with the good interviews. Let's get going. Chiralium contamination part 2. 3 years ago as well. Chiral contamination can be alleviated using similar methods to those used to alleviate stress. Increasing oxytocin secretion through contact with other people, administering smart drugs, and so forth. In recent years, however, a hormone dubbed lyxin, known to mitigate the effects on chiral contamination, while also restoring basic physical and mental acuity, has attracted a great deal of attention from the scientific community. Unlike oxytocin, lyxin cannot be administered externally. It is secreted within the body, but only in response to external stimuli. It is said to be the hormone principally responsible for the positive feelings that occur when one achieves a goal, enjoys success, and receives praise or gratitude or any other form of like from a fellow human being. Basically Facebook and Twitter. And YouTube, I guess. Big thumbs up. Another article from 3 years ago from Heartman. BTs are reaching out to us. 2.4 million years ago, Homo habilis started to craft stone tools. Hands are so very important, don't you think? Our other sensory organs passively interpret data. Our eyes light, our ears sound, our noses smell, our mouths taste. But hands are different. To touch requires conscious action. To grasp, more so. To connect that which is in our left hand with that which is in our right. Still more. And the handprints we see when BTs seek out humans, why, I'd say that's just evidence of our otherworldly friends yearning to forge a connection. They're reaching out to us, attempting to bridge the gap between realm of the dead and that of the living. Hence the handprints, eh? And that appears to be everything there. We have some mail that we have to go over because there's some Half-Life nonsense. Actually, we got 2 of them here, apparently. How about taking a break in the private room? You've been working hard, Sam. Your reporter grade ought to go through the roof if you keep this up. I wonder, though, I wonder how your BB's doing. Even if you're feeling fine, it might be a good idea to give the little guy a break from time to time. I don't know, can't help but empathize with BBs, I guess. Maybe because I'd be one too if my last name began with a B. God damn it, Benjamin. If you know what I mean. So yeah. Head down to one of those underground facilities, private rooms, and take off a load. Or take a load off. That's my advice. Your BB will thank you for it. See you around, Sam. Alright, test order. I want you to look into some cargo. You're doing very well, Sam Bridges. I guess I should expect nothing less from the great deliverer, though. Yeah, I've heard the stories. Rumor has it that you're a big Half-Life fan. Once we were united, but now we've been scattered all over. But that's why we've got to keep working, right? Anyway, listen. I've got a favor to ask. I want you to find some lost cargo for me. You know the river to the north of the distribution center, west of Capital Knot City? Just follow it northeast from the center, and you should find what you're looking for. It's a cube, so it ought to be easy to spot. You've probably never seen anything like it before, so I wouldn't blame you for being leery, but it's not dangerous. It's really, really important to me. Important as life itself. If you manage to find the cube, it'd be great if you could take it to the distribution center west of Capital Knot City. I'll chuck a bunch of likes your way in exchange, of course, plus a little something extra, too. You're the only one who can help me, Sam. I'm counting on you. Alright. Got our very first Half-Life mission. There's another one when you get the grapple gloves, I believe. But hopefully I'll be able to find this one. Sam might have needed to take a poop, but we're not going to take a poop right now, Sam. We have more pressing matters, like connecting to BB and seeing the past.
Take a look. This is what the world looked like hundreds of millions of years ago. It was just one big continent. And do you know what this is? The moon. I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise. Wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Even the moon.
Alright, let's go ahead and craft ourselves a PCC. We might get some engagements with the NPCs here, but I think the best thing to do is fabricate some equipment so we can go for a little bit of a ride with our brand new machine, PCC level 1. Thank you very much. I know I have 3 in my whatever the hell, but we're just going to make one because why not? Hanging on our tool rack. Hell yeah. And confirm. And we can even go to the share locker and donate our old pair of boots, because who doesn't want some heavily damaged pairs of boots? There you go. Alright, that takes care of that. Let's go ahead and get that bike up and running.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Hey, Sam. You could probably get that bike running again if you charged it with a generator. Why not give it a try?
Bike was made by Benjamin Hancock, and our garage is up and running now, so we can actually repair the bike in the garage. Just keep in mind, this is really the only chance you're ever going to get a bike, so don't trash it. And don't leave it out in the rain for too long, it will get destroyed. Drop our generator here. It's not too uncommon to see a lot of generators on the map as a sort of checkpoint, because the battery is so limited in this thing. So once this guy finishes in 10 seconds, you'll see the battery is currently empty, and it will slowly fill up with juice. I believe at level 2 this thing recharges it a little bit faster, and at level 3 it just has more resistance to the rain. Everything is just more resistant to rain at level 3. But as you can see, it goes red, yellow, and then blue. And you can even be on the bike as well. You can even put your, you can put inventory on there too, which is cool. Apparently we still have metals on us, but whatever. Alright, let's take this thing for a spin. Oh, perfect. Ludens Fan. We can meet him by picking this up, so I'll show you this as a nice little reference. You may notice there's nothing here, right? There's nothing indicating that there is another area for us to go, but if we were to put this Ludens Fan item on our back, and we hit our start button, we now can see that Ludens Fan is right over here. That's where we're supposed to deliver our items. Sweet! I believe there's a Half-Life item right around some such of this area here, so we'll stop over at A2 and we'll make our way to A3. And there you go. Already looking pretty solid. Of course, we might need to deal with some porters, but hey, that is what it is. So we can actually go into overdrive by hitting the sprint button, which makes motorcycles the fastest mode of transportation in the game, but they do not protect you from really a whole lot, especially BTs. But they are nice and fast. Just don't drive into a BT. And I will be honest, I'm not entirely sure where the item is, because it's been a while. But essentially what it looks like, the item that we're looking for, is... well, it's kind of like inside of a see-through box, I guess you could say. But we might have driven past it for all I know. I'm not too worried if we come back and try and find it, though. Is that it there? The extra large box? That sounds like it. You can see that the battery on our vehicle is already pretty much at 80%, like we barely drove anywhere. And that's just because we haven't really set up a bunch of checkpoints or anything like that for these types of items. Oh, there it is. Cargo, companion cube, Benjamin. Here we go. It was much closer than we thought.
Okay, maybe speed.
Let's take care of this first before we move on. Of course, we might get some BTs here in a moment. Let's just auto arrange. Thank you. Of course, we can distribute these things on the back of the bike, but oh well. It would be probably better. tend to enjoy putting the bikes underneath the energy poles.
Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure.
There's also shelters you can put them under as well, or if you find cave formations, that's also a very nice place to put a bike. Anything to stop the bike from becoming more rusty in the open would be great. Alright, let's deliver lost cargo, the companion cube, and just the companion cube. We will select this and don't entrust that, because we want to hand that in.
Back, are you? You trying to put the rest of us to shame? Fine by me.
Obviously, you don't get ranked on this, but you do get a few bridge link points.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
And there we go. We get the Gordon glasses.
Bye, Sam.
And we can equip those at any time.
Please out.
I always forget which button to press. There we go. Gordon glasses. Glasses worn by a legendary genius physicist. They make their wearer look wise and knowledgeable, just like Gordon himself. The glasses were made to specialized specifications, and their color scheme is non-customizable, but they should be a perfect fit for Sam's face. Oops. There we go, and it causes him to wear his hair down as well, because Gordon wore his hair down. I believe wearing the normal glasses also makes them do that too. And now he'll only put his hair back up if we take them off. Well, let's wear them for now. Even though I do like how Sam looks with the hair up. We did get an email. Let's go read that related to the glasses. You really are the great deliverer. Thanks, Sam. You really are as great as they say. I knew I could trust you, and now I'm closer to achieving my goal. But I've still got a ways to go. That was just one step on my journey. I'm going to need your help again, Mr. Great Deliverer. Anyway, did you like those specs I gave you? Gordon glasses, I call them. As worn by the one of my world's preeminent scientific geniuses. I reckon they do a good job of bringing out your natural tough guy looks. I know, all we need is a crowbar. Alright. And one more tip. Apparently. Ah, the reverse trike. Just, these are all the controls. I see. Easy enough. Let's see if we have any standard orders before we move on to Ludens Fan. We do have a normal recovery, eh? We have to go recover something for one of the zones, and we have an urgent crypto buyout delivery. Well, we will be going along the way to West Capital Knot City, huh? So we might as well do this. We can take out the mules along the way, maybe? Get some confidential documents, huh? We have some more forest soil samples and some pre-stranding movie footage. Well, might as well. It doesn't really weigh that much. We'll accept this. Anything to rank up these places to rank 4 is fine with me. Of course, the Ludens Fan stuff is going to be taking up a lot of space.
Order assigned.
And while we're on it... Oops, nope, I don't want to deliver some lost cargo. I want to do the order. All right, we'll do confidential documents.
For this retrieval order, you will be hunting down a book. An old-school printed-on-paper book, the kind that predates the Death Stranding. Even before the world went to shit, most were published in digital formats only. It's rare to find one intact these days. Apparently, this particular book was the work of researchers who may have anticipated the Death Stranding. It was en route to Hartman when it was taken. MULEs, according to Waystation staff, in case you hadn't guessed. The book's no different from any other cargo to them. But to us, It's priceless. Get it back, ASAP.
All right. Easy enough. We'll take that with us, and we will accept the order. And we are gifted a free PCC. Perfect, because I was going to make one anyway. And we'll attach this to our tool rack while we're at it. And we'll just auto-sort our gear. We'll confirm, and then we will head out. But we'll also quickly disable the metal that we have, because it's just weighing us down for no reason. And we don't need it for anything. So we'll recycle that.
By handing over excess materials to a facility, you can increase the amount stored on site. Now, these materials can then be used later for equipment fabrication and so forth. Just remember that each facility has separate stores and that the amount on hand differs from site to site. Don't get carried away.
Okay, as you said, we have a limit to how much we can recycle, but really it's not a whole lot. 50 is nothing. And we'll just skip through that.
Thank you for your continued support.
No problem. Alright. Easy does it.
Thank you for your contribution.
Okay, so we have our goals set forth, and we're going to go head over to Ludens Fan. There's a very good chance that the rain has started up again, because I was hearing some thunderclouds. It looks pretty dark up in the sky too, but it almost always is that way. Now, funny thing is, you can actually make the bikes jump, which is very useful for going over rivers. You may notice that the trail is also getting even better. Again, the more we use this stuff, the better. You may notice some broken green items. Those are items that have been discarded by other players. The one thing I don't normally recommend, but here it's not too bad. Try not to drive in places you've never been before. But thankfully, the area towards Ludens Fan really isn't that bad. So I'll just get out. Whatever the button is. Always forget the button. So the reason we have a PCC with us, you can do one of two things. You can use it for a backup generator, which is probably what I'm going to use it for, or we can use it for a post box to deal with the mules up ahead. If we put our stuff into a post box, the mules can't touch it. And it keeps it safe from the rain in case that starts kicking in.
Cargo verified. Thank you.
So this is what a prepper would be. A prepper is essentially someone that is not necessarily part of the United Cities of America. They are a single entity, usually one or two people, that kind of just live in their own little bunker, their little house. And this one is more or less an Easter egg, Ludens Fan.
Delivering cargo.
You the delivery dude? Oh, that's a relief. I've just about given up on you. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. Respect, man. Seriously? Respect.
Alright, so we got him some figurines, which pushes us into rank 2 in a bit. And we'll get more and more items from him as we give him more prepper gear.
About time I hopped on the whole chiral network bandwagon, am I right? Join the UCA and all that. You can help me do that, yeah?
Alright, so we have someone new added to the chiral network, and as you can see, they are not connected by a strand, because they are separate. Ludens Fan has joined the UCA. So if you didn't notice, it's Jeff Keighley, voiced by Matt Mercer.
Oh, thank you, Sam. Hey, take care out there. Hate for this to be the last time we meet, you know? So, I'm gonna need a moment to look over what you brought me. But I'll hit you back via mail after. Promise. Hey, I'm hoping maybe you can help me out again. Don't want to be weird, but I feel you and I might have like a connection or something.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
So, of course, Jeff Keighley, also known as Dorito Pope, Mountain Dew God, and all the above. He is the host of the yearly Game Awards show, which is kind of like the Oscars for video games. And Matt Mercer just is Matt Mercer, who's a god. Anyway, let's see what kind of stuff we might have. T-Rex model stolen by MULE. So this one right here, as you can see, as it goes from Ludens Fan to Ludens Fan, we will actually increase Ludens Fan's friendship with us. But for now, we're not going to worry about it. I know, it seems crazy. Even though we're going into that zone up ahead, we're just going to leave that behind. We'll focus on leveling him a little bit later. Now that we have a bike, it shouldn't be too difficult. And now that this place is connected by the Cairo network, even better. And also people are just peeing all over him, because of course they are.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure.
Of course, you get a giant Ludens here with Jeff Keighley. I mean, Ludens Fan. And because everyone's peeing in the same spot, we can get a bunch of these cryptobiotes. And trust me, you're going to want to farm as much of these as possible. They're so invaluable for boss fights. Alright, thank you for peeing, good sir. And there's even a lovely... okay, I don't even want to like that, because the 666 Sludge Boy Ficus has made a lovely energy node. Sweet. We'll go use that. It's one of the reasons why it's always a great idea to try and get a prepper with your team. It's not always guaranteed that a prepper will join the UCA immediately, though. It'll take some deliveries to actually get it going, but thankfully, Ludens Fan is a good friend of Hideo Kojima, the director of this game, so we don't have to worry too much about that. All right, we're all powered up. I'm not even hitting the gas here. Just kind of letting the bike do its thing. So we got to figure out our pathway up ahead. But we do got an email from our buddy. He did say he was going to email us. Thanks for the Ludens, man. You're the best, Sam. You brought me something one of a kind. A Ludens figurine signed by none other than the creator himself. Try printing that with a chiral printer. The one you've got is pretty cool, but this is a national treasure. Legend has it that these Ludens figured prominently in one of the creator's games. Pre-Stranding humans, Homo sapiens, were obsessed with them, you know? It was through these works they reached the next level to become Homo Ludens. Apparently, what they played weren't games in the usual sense, but since there aren't any around anymore, we might never know what exactly that means. But these Ludens figures, they were symbols of one game in particular. And I guess you could say that by collecting these figures, I'm playing a game of my own. Fascinating. Alright, doesn't look like there's any bridges at the moment, which actually could be potentially good, but the problem here is this zone. The rocky area that we had to walk through earlier. In fact, there are no bridges leading into the zone we want to go into. But we do, however, want to deal with the mules and steal one of their items. And there's lovely posts everywhere. This is great. All right, you know what? I think we could probably get away with having them get alerted by us. Maybe. We should probably play it safer. All right, let's go back to this post box. Let's play it safe. I think we should be intelligent in this playthrough. You could just go in guns blazing. The last thing I want is to get zapped and have these boxes get damaged. We could, of course, can just drop the boxes in one spot. They won't disappear or anything, but whatever. Let's entrust... Oh, I don't want to entrust it for delivery, though.
Sam, if you'd like someone to take care of a standard delivery for you, you can put the relevant cargo in a share locker. Should a fellow porter decide to lend you a hand, they can deliver the cargo to its destination, where it'll be held in a nearby storage unit.
I just want to say that this guy has more likes than I ever got in the entirety of the PS4 version, but okay. On this one goddamn post box. Anyway, I just want to put it in the private locker here. I guess we could just put it on the bike, but I like to drive the bike into dangerous areas. Okay, let's put it in the private locker. That was the original plan. We shall do that. Our PCC will not be detected by their sensors. They don't give a shit about that stuff. All right.
Right on.
We will just delete our, oops, our markers. And we'll just put a little marker here. There we go. Okay, and we want to go to marker B. Gonna be a little bit of a longer episode today because we got to deal with the mules first. But one thing we'll do is we'll actually go deal with the watchtower. I think that would be really powerful to be able to detect all the mules. Also a few points for cryptobiotes. Another spot over here. I think if you're sneaking, they don't run away as fast. Yeah, they do still run away overall, though. Okay, use this watchtower by Zordonk. No real... Well, there's a few wanderers down below. But the main area is just up here. Over the ridge, eh? I still feel like the best thing to do would be to take on the mules. You can run them over with the vehicle and it won't kill them. But if you run them over while they're unconscious on the ground, it will kill them. So you notice how they scanned us, but nothing happened. They don't really care about our boots, and they don't care about our PCC. However, they will notice us, and they might just decide that they should fight us. Which is fine by me. Show off the counter system if possible, if he decides not to throw. Don't worry though, we have the high ground. So we're gonna take these resins. We're gonna throw them at the guy, maybe. There you go. Stuns him for a sec, which means we can run up and punch him. One guy's starting to go a little bit more ranged. Nice, some high density metals. Might be able to still do something with these. Nope. Alright, that may not be everyone just yet, but we got a couple of high-density metals here. They knocked off one of my ladders. Apparently I had a ladder on me without realizing. That's kind of funny. Alright, let's just put these metals on our back. Why not? Might be a few more enemies up there. Nice, more high-density metals. Dude, this is awesome. These guys used to never carry stuff like this. It would always be... Wow, look at this. It would always be into something else. I might actually just head back with these metals. Or you know what? I'm going to put them on the bike. I think that's fair. It'll weigh down the bike. If the bike is over encumbered, then it'll move a bit slower, but it's not that bad. And also use up more juice. So we just open up the cargo menu. You can also do this manually by having these items on the ground, but I don't want to risk them rolling away. Lily's onto the back of the bike. You can see it barely takes up any space, but this is a bridge worth of metals that we just got. Just keep that in mind. So powerful. I might actually build a bridge because of this. But yeah, these guys used to always carry like 50 metal, right? They never had like these high density things. High density always existed, even at launch, but never to this capacity, like never this much. So this is a big game changer for me. So we're not gonna brute force. We're gonna use the hill to its advantage. And just kind of scoot our booties down. You see he's even pushing the vehicle forward. I'm not even hitting the accelerator. Again, last thing you want to do is brute force stuff like this. Alright. We don't want to get too far away from the metal, but we also don't want to get caught. We're about 128 meters away, so we're going to head out. Put away our little rope. You can see a couple boxes, I think, moving around. Maybe just one. Again, stealth is not a necessity. You don't have to stealth this game. You can beat the crap out of them if you really wanted. Nope, I fucked up. Oh god, let me get out of here. That's what I get for not having my rope out. So he can't kill me, but he can definitely injure me. Whew, alright. So really, if they knock you out, it's not that bad. They just throw you to the side and take whatever items you have on you that are important to them. Mostly deliveries, though. So it's a good thing that we decided to put our stuff away in the post box, because I kind of got my booty kicked. Because we're using the bare minimum tools to fight with mules. There is actually way better gear that you can get later on. Alright, so we actually got more items that we can bring over, so we're definitely going to want the documents. We'll attach these to our right hip. And a few extra items that we can grab too, might as well. We can just toss these on our back. And these are just standard metals. Look at that. 100 metals, medium-sized case. What trash, right? We don't need any of that garbage. Also, these mules will remain unconscious for a pretty significant period of time. Might as well grab more of those high-density boys. You don't want to get too far away. Wait, what is that over there, though? Hold on. Oh, that's our post box. I guess if we get too far away from the post box, it might delete the items and throw them into a nearby share thing. That's okay. All right, thanks, boys. Default Manton TV. Can't say this is a great spot for a particular, what do you call it, power generator, but you know, whatever. Alright, so where's our bike? Just down there? Okay, so let's hold our straps. Because we're weighed down by the gear, we shouldn't be going too fast, but you can still gain some pretty gnarly momentum. Alright, we'll just engage our cargo menu again. We'll drop off more of our garbage. Perfect. I kind of don't like that it's lopsided like that. But I don't think there's anything we can do about it. I don't think we can tell it to go on the other side. Alright. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. The more important stuff's on our back. I kind of like to keep the good stuff on me. And kind of the trash on everyone else. Alright, but we do still gotta go back to the post box. We use a power generator across the water there. I might actually build a bridge. I think that would be a really good spot for a bridge too. Oh, that wasn't my fault. Someone put it there. All right. So let's go to our private locker, grab all the media that we needed. Thankfully, it's light as feathers. Barely weighs anything, honestly.
The paths we walk become roads, Sam. See the tracks you left behind? They tell a story. If you were a spy on a mission, you'd have failed. But you're not. So be proud of those tracks. They're proof that you exist. Keep leaving that proof. Let people know you're out there. Give them the courage to come together again. As you expand the network and aid your fellow Americans, you strengthen the bonds between us all and blaze a trail for them to follow.
Okay, so let's make ourselves a bridge that seems to kind of follow a pathway, which I think this sounds about right. We're getting some errors there, so it might be too close to the water on the other side. That's probably what it was. Alright, as far as we can go. I think on the left there's some obstructions. Sweet, I'm okay with this. So this will just build the foundation. But because we have all these metals on us, we might as well make a bridge, right? Can't hurt.
There we go.
Maybe it'll help someone else out, give us a ton of likes. The biggest thing is the likes for us. More EXP means we can do more shit. At least easier, anyway. Okay. So let's just start grabbing shit. So as you can see, it's highlighted. If we hold R2, we can just pick it up. As long as they're highlighted, anyway. And then we can actually hold both L2 and R2, and he'll pick up both at the same time. Perfect. We're almost at maximum capacity. You can be over capacity if you want. But now we got the metals. So we'll go into our structure menu and drop this off. Let's complete the structure.
Please stand clear of the designated construction area.
Just so you know, Sam, distro centers and the like are stocked with materials you can use to fabricate equipment. You can also take what you need to build structures. That said, there are limits to what each facility can spare. Check their terminals to see what they are.
Construction complete.
Alright, brilliant. We need 1,600 metals to make this thing tier 2, and the higher rank you make it, the higher chance it's also going to get on other people's servers, which is awesome. But I don't really care too much about that. I just care that we have a bridge now. And of course, as you go over the bridge, it doesn't cost anything for the bike, and it leads right on over into Nabut 17's little device here, which is great. And we'll see if we can make a nice little pathway around. The idea is that we kind of shoot off to the side here and move over. Materials required for structure upgrade. You can check the number and type of materials required in order to upgrade a given structure. This is very valuable for us because the game is going to later have us be building roads, which is going to cost so much resources, it's unreal. So checking things on the map instead of having to go to it physically is such a great use. So it's gonna be a little shitty going through here the first time, but the more times we go through here, the better. Hence why I feel like that bridge was a good spot for us. A little bit of a hump, that's okay. And we'll just need to make sure we use this. We actually went this pathway before, so it's even better for us. And then we don't have to go all the way around for one route. We can just use the pathway we've already made. Can't quite remember how we went about this journey before. I think we might have went from the front, but you know what? This way is actually just fine. Yeah, there's no entrance from the side. Ugh, gross. But there are parking spots back here. Let's see if we can actually sneak up
Beginning scan.
by doing a wheelie.
Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
All right. I guess we'll save the heavy metals for now. The high density metals. I can't remember where else we put other metals, but yeah. You can see all the glowing bits on our back. That means what can actually go in here. What's designed for this area. Because they all have ID codes. All right, let's make our delivery. That went really smoothly. May have taken a little bit of time, but hey, a little bit of the time didn't hurt nobody when it comes to no delivery time requirements. All the cargo is perfectly in good health.
Well, I'll be. We've just about given up on seeing this again. Let's not judge a book by its cover, though, huh? Let me take a closer look. Very, very nice. It's exactly like I remember it. Talk about lucky.
So that means it wasn't damaged at all. Should have pushed us into tier 3. Maybe? Possibly? Or not? Oh, there we go. Finally. All right. We get a new interview for that. A little bit more connection. And we can now dye our mask frame with rose pink. Perfect. Amazing. 10 out of 10.
I can't tell you how grateful I am. There are few bona fide treasures left in this world. And you just saved one of them. Thank you.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a blast going through Death Stranding. I hope you've been enjoying as much as I have. Looks like we've dropped a few frames there. Hopefully it wasn't too bad or too laggy. Really only dropped like 300 though, so I don't know. Maybe got framey at one point. Who knows? Regardless though, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.